I'm back, and it's time for the tranquil springtime music to come to a grinding halt. For we need to get back on the investigation. Also, living meme, you're absolutely fine. Just because you literally murdered our favorite character... No, I'm just kidding, living meme. I'm kidding. This happens, and I want us to have fun. This is also a good lesson. When it comes to Cthulhu, don't trust the locals. Except the ones that you can. How do you figure that out? That's a good question, and that's for you as a role player to decide. Alright, Big Slam. Well, I will entertain you until you fall asleep. No, Scannian. Let's blame Big Slam. Living Meme was just going in on it, being a newcomer. This is 100% Big Slam's fault, okay? All right. Ernest Holt's apartment. Oh, I gotta turn down the music a little bit more. Something is wrong. You learned long ago to trust your hunches. Grunewald's telegram stopped without explanation 72 hours ago. Your inquiries have gone unanswered. Should you alert your agents scattered across the globe? Judiciously sipping superb brandy. At last, you decide against the employment of proxies. Grunewald hinted of mysteries beyond the capacities of mere assistants. You trust his judgment and decide to go yourself. You scrawl instructions to subordinates and dictate phone messages to a secretary whom you have callously woken from a sound sleep. Your holdings will tend themselves for a few weeks. Your passport is in order. You'll pull strings to get an assortment of visas overnight. Mere governments cannot keep Ernest Holt from aiding a friend. A liner sails soon. Jenkins can have you packed and ready to go in an hour. You have plenty of time. It's a pity your experimental transatlantic passenger plane isn't quite ready. Though that would be fun. You find yourself eagerly anticipating action in the field. You feel ready for anything. Maybe we haven't felt this way since the war. Although, have we ever really felt much after our wife died? Dramatic looking away. See, have fun with it. Get into it, right? Hi, Survival. You call Lydia Lau at the New York Sun. A despicable rag of a newspaper, but a crackerjack young lady with lots of talent. Miss Lau has heard nothing from Grunewald. You notice her professional interest grow as you talk, and you ask her to write nothing for a few days. I'm sure there's a proper explanation, you say grandly, but somehow you know that neither of you believes that statement. Now you sleep. You'll attend to details tomorrow. When you wake, go to any New York location. Now, Living Meme, if you're not over on our Discord, you are welcome to, well, it doesn't show up on the screen here. You're welcome to join us there. And I say that because in the event section of our Discord, there's Cthulhu Choose Your Own Adventure. Here are the clues that we have uncovered so far. And to an extent, I believe that we are allowed to get away with having this knowledge because our dear friend Professor Grunewald was telegraphing us about these things. And if any of you want to review the clues, then they're here, over in Cthulhu Choose Your Own Adventure. All right, let's close this out. So this is 72 hours, meaning Professor Grunewald died on a Saturday. Right, this Saturday. So 24, I mean, technically it was at the beginning, although he woke up, but he wouldn't have had any contact, so I guess maybe. Well, we were also gone all this day, too. How would we count this? We haven't heard anything for 72 hours. So we might have sent a telegram at the beginning of this day. So 24, 48, 72, meaning that we're picking up. So here we're going to put RIP. We're picking up with Holt. On September 29th, Tuesday, September 29th, 1931. That's when the narration happens here. We know that we can expedite a lot of things, which I think is going to work because in the New York locations, the Cunard lines, here, a liner departs each Saturday at noon, meaning that we have a couple days to prepare. So, you know, our visas are getting in order. You know, we're just things are. We have to wait until Saturday. Pardon me. I suppose this means, though, that we can go to the booksellers. Three floors of books. Some titles interest you. Now, a question for you all. Which three books do we want to take? An English-Greek phrase book. And mind you, we can stay on the ship until it reaches Alexandria in Egypt. We don't have to get off in Athens. Though we could if we wanted to. Do we take the English-Arabic phrase book? The English-German phrase book? Cherry Gerard's The Worst Journey in the World? Douglas Planchen's With Lake in the Antarctic? Or Planchen's Guide to South America? I think English-Arabic would be wise since we're going to Egypt. Let me get that on the sheet. All right, English, Arabic. Now, during this time, in the background of the story, there is an expedition that is going to be sailing down to Antarctica. I believe it's currently in Germany for the ship to be fitted with parts. Maybe, being in the Navy and a metallurgist, maybe some of our metal is even being put on that exploratory ship that is currently in Germany. So that could be of interest. That the Antarctic or South America, which is adjacent, could be something of interest. Might give us something fun to read about, you know, oh, our metal is going down with the Antarctic expedition. We can take one more. We can take the worst journey in the world. A guide to South America. An English-German phrase book. Maybe we want to polish up on our German. Or because we're looking for our German friend. I don't know. It could come in handy. Now, I've not read ahead. This isn't me being coy or snarky. I have no idea what to expect. Or an English-Greek phrase book. Hey, Nazero, good to see ya. Big Slam, you think that we should take the worst journey in the world? Maybe we're reading it to prepare ourselves for the worst to happen if we learn about what happened with our friend. Well, sadly, we lost our Professor Grunewald, Zeta, or Nazero. So our second adventurer is stepping up to take his place, our investigator. Worst trip. There we go. So it fits on one line. Now, there's a couple other things I think we unlocked. I think we unlocked all the info with our professor in the library while we were there. I don't know. Let's see. Let's check out what we had. Oh, well, there's Holt's apartment. Hospital, hotel room with service, the public library, 74. You know, I don't know if we unlocked everything. And we can try 2 topics every day. Well, hang on. While not allowing browsers, the helpful librarians provide a selection of books on a topic. They are busy and understaffed, so only 2 topics may be researched per visit. You may go to another location, then return here. Okay, so we can... Okay. No rolls are needed for these books. It takes 2 hours to study each topic. That's some good non-brand name root beer. Hashtag not sponsored. I think we had archaeology. Yeah, that was info on the Carpathos device. We did get that. Egyptology, I believe we ended up getting. Greece, I think we ended up getting. I think we also studied... Oh, that's right. We tried looking at in German Die Myth. All others 138. Ah, okay. So these are things that we didn't study as Louis Grunewald. So we can look at polar studies, Pacific Isles, or Germany if we want. Or we can try reading Die Myth in German or English, Marvels of the Spirit. We don't know French and we don't know Latin. So is there something that you want to study? We have time. What would you like to study while we're here? We have a 35% chance to understand German Die Myth. Pardon. Although I want to say that we actually translated that as the professor, which means that we might. I don't think we have to, as I think we unlocked that. That was the Latin book. The Spirit book sounds interesting. All right, let's read it. 159. It is said that the spirits of the pharaohs haunt the pyramids, and that some unfortunates have seen them. With a successful spot hidden roll, go to 182. All right, Big Slam. I want you to type exclamation point 1D100, and we need a 50 or better to get a bonus on this. And here, Living Meme. There it is as a BTTV emote if you want. Lands on a 2. That is absolutely enough. With a successful spot hidden, go to 182. You find the symbol of the cult of Aten, the so-called Egyptian death cult. You think that you may have seen that shape before. Oh, very good clue, and this is a new one. All right, so we spotted a clue.
Papa.
I think we went through D-Myth. Yeah, the ancient myth refers to Götterdämmerung, the fall of the gods. Inexplicably, almost all these northern myths say that the climate became colder after that fall. All right. So yes, we did get this. Although I'm gonna check. No peeking, chat. I did we get the bonus on it or not? I don't remember that. So I'm gonna say that we didn't get the bonus on the German cult book. So we can look up one more thing. We can go back to the occult, or if you want to try and get the bonus on demyth. Otherwise, we can try researching something else. What would you like? Well, Big Slam, that's not just that symbol. It was used in a similar context, but that's not the only thing it means or is originated from or could represent. Roll demyth. Actually, wait. So this is 74. Okay, so no roll. Actually, you know what? So this is just going to be a luck roll because it says no rolls are needed. So we get the base topic, but there's a bonus to it. Well, not allowing browsers. Okay. Let me go to another location, come back. No rolls are needed for these books. Or no, wait. Attempt the appropriate language roll. Okay, no, we still need it. All right. Big Slam. Exclamation. Or no, wait, you did the last one. Living meme. Living meme. Exclamation point 1D100. And we need a 35 or below to see if our German is good enough to understand demyth. 84 is not enough. So unfortunately, this more obscure German, we have to practice a little bit more. All right, that ends this visit. We can go and, I don't know, we get a hot dog, and then we can come back. Living meme. Do you want to continue trying to decipher demyth, or do you want to move on to another topic? Scanian, you want to keep going for the myth? Well, we got to improve our German. Okay. Oni, real quick. Exclamation point 1D100. And survival, I'll call on you next because you're lurking as well. But in chat, Oni, exclamation point 1D100. We want a 35 or below. We might have lost Oni. Survival, give me a percentile roll in chat, please. $39! Oh! Now, Living Meme and others. This is where we play a game called Is the Juice Worth the Squeeze? We could spend 5 of our luck points. Well, no. 4 of our luck points to achieve success. However, luck could also be used to do things like save our life from being shot. So, is it worth spending 4 luck points to read a German book? Survival, it is Tuesday, September 29th. And our ship leaves on Saturday. If it were me living meme, I would say no. I would keep the luck points for something that's a little bit more life and death. But that was our... let's see, that was our second attempt for the day? Or is that our first? The acid was avoidable if we didn't stay at the inn of the locals. Or it mentioned some sort of an amulet, but we didn't have a magical amulet. Okay, you want to keep trying? Alright, so now it's Wednesday. We can try again. Scannion, give us a percentile roll. We can do this 4 times per day. Alright, that didn't work. Big Slam. And Big Slam, you said that we can push that? Well, this book does include opportunities for a bonus die. Pushing it, that's not brought up because of it's a solo adventure. So as things are kind of pre-written, it's not possible for the story to offer you a push choice unless it's explicitly written. Yeah, GMV bumped the table. Alright, Big Slam, give me a percentile roll. We can do this 4 times per day. Hey, there you go. All right. Now, so this is the Ancient Myths. With a successful luck roll, go to 117. So, Big Slam. Well, no, it's on cooldown for you. Survival. And by the way, any of you lurking out there, it shows that there's 25 of you. If you would like to roll, let me know and I'll call on you in chat. It's a simple command. And I promise I won't get upset at you if you roll high. We're here to have fun and see what happens. Survival, give me a percentile, and we need a 50... Okay. Doop-a-doop. Survival rolled a 1. Is that a... Although, is that a critical failure? So that talks about... Oh, those are pushing examples. So, pushing... Oh, no, 01 is a critical success. Okay, that's right. A roll of 1 means that something beneficial occurs beyond simply achieving the goal. The nature of the good fortune is at the keeper's discretion, although the players may make suggestions. In combat, for example, a critical success means that the attacker has hit a vulnerable spot and causes maximum damage. Alright, so if we come back here... so you get a critical luck on Götterdämmerung. We go to 117. There is an etching of a supposedly enchanted symbol. See image, page 27. You think the drawing important and copy it down. We found a symbol. Now, as this was critical, and there's not, I mean, the book can only give us so much, why don't we say that we ended up getting lucky? We ended up getting lucky, okay? So what I did before for something similar is I allowed luck to increase. Survival. I want you to roll 1d10, and I will add those luck points to our character, as Ernest Holt got lucky here. Seven. All right, we have 62 luck points that we're currently floating. So, I thought that was fair. For the circumstances of the story, it seemed to work. All right. Well, there's... Hi, Afterfov. Good to see ya. What about survival and Vivian? I'm not making the connection, Scanian. Or is that your team name? Is it Team Survival and Scanian? So your team Vivian? Although Naziro does have a character named Vivian there on display in chat. Survivian? There we go. We're that's what we want to do. We all want to be surviving this this adventure. All right, so the others, we have that info. So there is the other information that we have a couple days that we can simply wait for the Cunard line to catch up to us here. So as let's see, it was, we have 2 more days, so we can research. We should, because unless we need other roles, we should be able to get these. You know what? We're talking about their station in Antarctica, and we've been really failing in our German. Let's read about Germany. While formerly fashionable, avant-garde has become politically suspect. The occult is faddish with many of the younger politicians. Various readings and portents are said to promise a bright future for the fatherland. To continue your research, go to 138. Your mind reels as you see all the areas you could study. 3 in particular seem of interest. Oh, okay. So it's talking about how leaders in Germany are taking up studies in the occult. So I believe, so we got that. We'd have to leave and come back. So we can read about polar studies next on the same day. Instances of dementia Antarctica have been experienced by many parties exploring the frozen continent. The most recent and vivid account was rendered by the disaster-plagued journey of Lake to the unexplored northwest regions. The bizarre reports even shocked people familiar with the phenomenon. The rescue party succumbed to the isolation and cold, and all survivors spent months in sanitariums babbling about lost cities and subterranean horrors. Recently, specialists have suggested that an enriched diet will prevent such terrible delusions. Eat your Kellogg's Flakes, everyone! We need a luck roll. Nazero, exclamation point 1D100. Yeah, we have our decoder ring on as we're reading. But yeah, Nazero, give me a percentile roll, please. Exclamation point 1D100. Are we lucky? We need a 62 or lower. Sierra Echo, Nazero unfortunately ceased to exist. Sierra, would you give me an exclamation point 1D100? 28'll do. There we go. Yeah, mix your Ovaltine into Kellogg's Cornflakes. Succeed with a luck roll and go to 184. Although, this is evidence. I'm going to clip it. 1 second. Actually, wait. Has this been saving our... Okay, yeah, it has been. Okay. The archaeological team at the National Museum in Athens have reported on the Carpathos device, noting the inexplicable markings on its surface. And the... Wait, is that the... It did say 168, right? No, 184. I'm like, yeah, we've already done this before. So 184. Here we go. Preparations are said to continue apace for the Starkweather Moor expedition to Antarctica. The expedition will retrace the steps of the ill-fated Lake Douglas party. The new expedition sets sail in December from Bremerhaven. All right, now, it's the following day. However, that was polar studies. Yeah, because we had Germany, which was 88. We continued to 138. Or no, we just read about that. Polar studies was 163. We succeeded with a luck roll. We go back here. All right, so the only thing left to research in New York are the Pacific Isles. The friendly natives of Micronesia seem to have some deep-seated fear of an angry god who will rise from the sea. British sailors, seeing the odd idols throughout the islands, named the god Old One-Eyed Riley. To continue your research, 138. All right. Well, we learned everything, and it's only Thursday. Unless, did we not unlock? $161. No, that was the Fozira. Yeah, so we know about that. We have that. All right, aside from that, I mean, I would imagine we have a very similar loadout to the Professor in terms of what we have packed away. So I think that we are good, and we can just fast forward to the cruise. Naziro says, I kind of wonder if Yoo-Hoo would taste good if you substituted that for milk with Cocoa Puffs or Cocoa Pebbles or Chocolate Lucky Charms. Isn't Yoo-Hoo, though, it's not chocolate milk, it's like a chocolatey water or something? Can we study German further? We can say that we are. Right? Maybe we're reading our phrase book, but that's not going to have some sort of immediate benefit or give us extra points. So I think we can laugh and say, you know what? We probably should polish up on our German. Oh, it's like a chocolate soy milk. Yeah. Okay. I remember drinking it when I was a kid and reading the back and being confused at the soy content. Well, that might explain why it's also shelf stable, if it's not a dairy product. All right. It is now... Upon departure, go to 187. Do we know about Gliere survival? Yes, there is a baked-in presumption that our professor had been sending telegraphs back to this character. Nazira says, Yoo-Hoo, the American chocolate-flavored drink, is primarily made from water, high-fructose corn syrup, and whey, according to Google. Okay, there you go. All right. We get to have some fun again, everyone. So, we found out some clues, and it is now Saturday. We board the ship. And now what we get to do... no, survival. After he committed self-chiropractic in jail... After suffering an acute bout of feeling guilty about doing the things that he clearly did that were wrong, his body was packed up and immediately shipped back to the U.S. So we weren't able to see his body. Oh, you mean to call back to Miskatonic University or something and say, hey, can we come over and look at your professor? Huh? Take a look. See if that is an option. So we Arkham Bastion Railroad. National Bank, General Store, Bee's Diner, Grunewald's home. There is the Harding house that we never actually did get access to, survival. I suppose we could go there because that's where the room, that's where this professor kept a room at a boarding house. So we have time before our cruise leaves that we could take the train from New York to Bastion, and then from Bastion to Arkham. You want to give it a try? And hopefully not get threatened with a shotgun, unlike our professor? You'll get one chance. Get up! Hey, good to see you. Mrs. Harding greets you amiably. She's uncertain whether she should show you Glier's room. Alright, well, how do you want to interact with Mrs. Harding? Would you like to try and fast talk her? Our fast talk is at 5%. Would you like to try and charm her? We have a 15%. Or do you want to try and persuade her, which is at a 40%? We could try a bribe, though that won't work. If you go off the raw numbers, persuade's gonna be the best. It's more like ba, like a sheep. Boston. No, it's not Baston. Chowder. 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 All right, Ketup. Please type exclamation point 1D100. And we need a 40 or below. That is a 15. That will do it. Her eyes are wary, but she is listening. Make a persuade roll. All right, another roll. We're trying to persuade at 40. So we need to do this again. After Fav. Exclamation point 1D100. Can we convince the final boss, Mrs. Harding of the Flophouse in Arkham, Massachusetts, to let us see Glier's room? Stops on a 6. Y'all are on fire. You enter and cautiously turn on a light to see a room in proper professional confusion. Scattered about are books of myths and fables, and there are bundles of clippings from various foreign newspapers. For each hour you spend there, you can attempt one roll for one of the following skills. Each skill may be tried once daily. All right. So we don't have a lot of time before we have to catch our ship. We have one day in back at Miskatonic University in Arkham. Now, I will say, going there to get clues, as long as the boarding house is open, there's enough to get a chance at everything. But then we have to go back to New York to get on our ship. Ketup, hey, thank you so much for coming to hang out. It's always a pleasure to have you here. I appreciate you stopping in and saying hi. So get to work. Work on your projects. And more importantly, Ketup, have fun. Because that sense of fun and joy will absolutely bleed into your work. And that's what makes adventures and other roleplay content awesome, right? All right, astronomy. Well, you know what? We have metallurgy and not astronomy. We don't know astronomy. So unfortunately, this is not a role that we can make. For a successful science cryptography. Yeah, well, I guess we're gonna have to skip that one over. For successful Cthulhu mythos. We're not that far gone yet. We don't know about that. But what about for a successful intelligence roll? That we can do. Living meme. I would like you to type exclamation point 1D100, and we need an 80 or below. $44 is it. And what do we get on our 32 here? In rifling through Glier's notes and letters, you find a portion of manuscript. And let me clip this because this is a new clue. Quote, the great upheaval myths correlated with climactic change by T. Glier. That's Tibor or Tibor. Skimming, you see a bizarre collection of tales mentioning nearly every rumored land from Atlantis to Mu. Many stories you do not recognize at all. Apparently, Glier sought historical and physical evidence for these sunken and frozen legends of lands. He seems to have found common dates for the devastation myths found in nearly every culture. Interesting. You can make a successful spot hidden roll. All right. Living meme, can you do it again? We need a 50 or under. We need a 50 or under on this roll. $81 ain't gonna do it. And I don't know if you all want to spend half of our luck points on this. So, you always could. All right. If you fail, go back to 150. All right. After FOV, we need a pure luck roll. Exclamation point 1D100. This is just straight up luck. We need a 62 or lower. $81. How'd you get an 81, which was the last roll also? All right, that ain't gonna do it. Yeah, GMV Scanian, I need you to give me a spot hidden roll. Exclamation point 1D100. We need a 50 or lower. Stops on a 22. You find a map of the heavens resting on one of the shelves. If you want to take a closer look, go to 24. Yeah, let's take a closer look. This constellations map is quite similar to the copy of Temeles found in the Miskatonic University collection. Strangely enough, the star patterns here are slightly twisted or even completely skewed. In fact, some stars are missing completely. Tomeles. It's Tomeles, isn't it? Sorry if I mispronounced that. I think it's Tomeles. Anyway, we're going to we're going to section 150. You enter, and, we just take, okay. So that's what we found, and that's what we get for the day, because we now need to get onto a ship and cruise to Alexandria, Egypt. But we need a stealth roll, because the proprietress of this place is a little on edge. Big Slam. We have to stealth out of here. Can we do it? We have a 20% chance. It's up to you to get us out of here. All right, After Fov, take care of the important stuff. We'll be here. 64. Well, suddenly Mrs. Harding appears. Why the idea, she sputters. I'll count to 3, she says, her grip tightening on the shotgun she's pointing in your general direction, and then I'll pull the trigger. 1, 2. You quickly decide to leave. All right, we get out of there. We head back to New York. We head, because we have to wake up in the morning to go to the Cunard lines. Upon departure, we're on 187. All right. This is where things get fun. The Cunard liners are truly luxurious, with spacious rooms in nearly every class, remarkable recreation facilities, and superb cuisine. While you are aboard the liner, suspend hourly record keeping, but keep track of days. What we need to do, and living meme, I want you to be the first one to choose our itinerary. Every day of our travel, we get to do 3 things, okay? This is how this portion works. You get to do 3 things. In the morning, the AM, in the PM, and at night. Now, it could be you want one day, all we do is play ping pong. And that's fine. You can repeat the same task if you want. So I'm going to call on you all, and you're going to give me the day's itinerary, okay? I'm going to start with you, Living Meme. On this first Sunday, which 3 activities do you want to lock in before we find out if anything happens at those locations? I want AM in the order of AM, PM, night. Bingo. Well, bingo's not morning. But you can go to bingo, bridge, the cinema. You can have cocktails, deck tennis, the library, mahjong, nightclub, oil painting, ping pong. You can rest on the deck chairs. You can rest in your room. If you just want to spend the whole cruise in the room, we can do that too. Go to the sauna, take a ship's tour, go shopping, play shuffleboard, or stroll the decks. All right, Living Meme is locking us into cinema in the morning, ship's tour in the evening, and then the library at night. All right, let me write this down. Sunday is cinema, ship tour, and then the library. All right, we're locked in, and let's see if anything happens. So we're going to go to section 73. All right, if you have scheduled room AM, PM, or night. Okay. If you scheduled ship's tour PM, which was scheduled, for any other result. All right, so Living Meme, we have ship's tour at night. Well, not at night, in the PM, in the afternoon hours. I want you to type exclamation point 1D100, and we need a 50 or better for a successful spot hidden. Seven. That'll do it. And now we're going to go to we're going to go to section 69. Nice. 2 foreigners stand on deck. The tall fellow wears a robe with a cowl. He is perhaps Arabic or Turkish. A shorter fellow, ferret-like, looks in your direction. Though they seem out of place on this ship, they make you feel uncomfortable. Move on a day and go to 187. All right, so a person in a cowl and a ferret-like shorter person. All right, next up. Survival. I want your, what are we doing on Monday aboard the ship? I want AM, PM, and night. What are the activities going to be? And I zoomed in so you can see what's available. We get an AM activity, a PM, and and a night. And we'll see if anything happens on that day as we wander the ship. There's no correct answer, so just throw out what you want to do. You want to spend the whole night in the room? We can spend the whole time in our room. This is survival. All right, survival wants to go oil painting, then go to the sauna, and then our industry magnate is going to go to the nightclub. All right, let's see what happens as we zoom out here and we go to Monday. All right, no strolling or resting on deck. And while we did go to the nightclub, we didn't go to the cocktail party. So, we had fun, but it was an uneventful day of suspicious people and quite possibly getting stabbed. I don't know if we'll get stabbed, if that's even an option, but you know what? This is Call of Cthulhu. All right, we come back to 187. Scannion. Scannion, I will zoom in over here. I want you to tell me, what are we doing in the morning, afternoon, and evening? Oh, technically, that's when Holt started. These should be down here. And so, Scannion, your choices are up on the screen. For example, if you want us to play bingo, we can play bingo in the evening, or whatever, the afternoon, the PM, or night. If you want to play mahjong, we can do that in the morning. We could just spend the entire day in the library if you want, because the library is open AM, PM, and night. You don't have to mix them up. Or if you say, well, let's start in the sauna, go shopping, and then go back to the sauna, that's fine too. We just need to fill each of the 3 time slots on this day. If you need me to zoom in a little bit... Okay, shuffleboard, library with cocktails afterwards. Ah, okay. So shuffleboard, library, cocktails. All right, it is now Tuesday. If you chose the cinema in the morning... If you chose shopping in the evening, if you chose library at night. Okay. We had an uneventful day. While we did visit those places, we weren't at the library at night. We were there in the afternoon. So you know what? We had a fun day of not being stabbed. Though, as Sierra Echo mentioned, the threat of being stabbed is always what adds that little bit of spice to any cruise. In fact, Sierra Echo, it is now Wednesday. And Sierra, I would like you to tell us if we get stabbed or not. What are the 3 things that we're doing on Wednesday? And while you are determining, and I'll make this a little bit bigger here on screen, I'm going to go grab another drink. The snakes were on the train. All right, Sierra wants us to go oil painting. Oh, you know what? I have Titanic music. Why am I playing this dramatic music? We're not in the pyramid anymore. We died a while ago. So, I have cruising music I can put on. That is the RMS Titanic. Here we go. Let's make this thematic. All right, oil painting, cocktails, and stroll the decks. Okay. It is Wednesday, my dudes. And on this Wednesday, if you chose Stroll the Deck in the AM, Shuffleboard PM, or Stroll the Deck at night, go to 135. Have we already been to 135? No, we haven't. Okay. As you walk down a corridor, attempt a spot hidden roll. Sierra Echo. You triggered an event, exclamation point, 1D100. We need a 50 or better. 67 ain't gonna cut it. So we failed, so we're going to 106. The small man pulls out a dagger and swings it towards your midsection with alarming speed, but it misses and sticks into the wall. Meanwhile, you can retrieve a weapon if you carry one, or you can run. If you decide to run, a successful dodge roll gets you out the door to safety. But if you fail, the small man attacks again. If you retrieve a weapon, you may use it before the attacker uses his. If you do and are able to deal 3 or more hit points of damage, the coward runs from the cabin and escapes. If you miss, he has a chance to attack again. He'll continue to strike until you do him 3 or more hit points of damage. All right. Sierra. We have a dodge of 30. We have a firearms handgun of 50. Do you want to run away? Or do you want to shoot the small man with a knife? The ferret. Someone should have told him about the intelligence to bring a knife to a gunfight. I draw. All right. Sierra, you draw your pistol, which fortunately you were able to get on board the ship. It's good to be the king. Exclamation point, 1D100, and you need a 50 or better. 72. Bang! You miss. Hopefully not hitting some vacationing family in the cabin next to you. Then we are attacked by the small man. I will roll that. Meh. Oh, he misses. I meant to do that. It summons people for sure, Sierra. All right, do you want to run or do you want to fire again? He missed with his dagger. Keep shooting. All right. 50 or better. Oh, you know what, Sierra? You are on cooldown. Do this. Roll 1d10. Because you need a it's a fixed rate, right? We don't need a 5's play or a 1's place. Lands on 11. You broke. You broke the roll. Although that's why it should have been on percentile, because whatever. So you broke the D10. You got an 11 on it. So we'll say that because we'll count that as an outstanding result here. A 45 revolver is 1d10 plus 2. You can't do less than 3 points of damage. Just out of curiosity, though, Sierra, well, you're on cooldown for it. I guess I'll roll it, since I'm not on cooldown. 3. Okay. Bang! Your second shot hits the small ferret-like man. If you survive, an unsuccessful search is made for the attacker. If you're injured, the ship's hospital can attend to your wounds. Go to 585. Once any wounds are healed, or if you're unharmed, move on a day and go to the ship's activity table. All right. Well, we're not in trouble for having a 45 revolver aboard this ship. And they can't find the small ferret-like man that attacked you. Troubling. All right. Who else is here and hasn't gotten to choose yet? Big Slam, are you still with us, or did you fall asleep? Oh, there we go. Big Slam is on it. Big Slam wants bingo. Maybe you can win some money. Bingo, deck chairs, and mahjong on Thursday, okay? You know what, Big Slam? We didn't get stabbed today. We had a pleasant day of bingo, of lounging on the deck chairs, and of playing mahjong. We have survived another day. Yeah, we only fired... Look, living meme, it's been a while since we're in the Navy. Maybe we had a little bit of a, our age, yeah, we're supposed to be trained with small arms on ships for just this sort of thing. But it's been a while, and, he's hiding in the ballast. Scannian, how dare you imply that we have an aquatic humanoid as a mysterious attacker that is following us with cult-like activity? All right. So if you chose stroll deck, morning, shuffleboard, evening, or stroll deck at night. Oh, wait, no, you chose stroll deck at night. No, that was Mahjong. I was looking at that. That's what triggered the last one. Mahjong. And, okay. Deck chairs. No, we're fine. Although, wait. That wasn't... Because it's Thursday, 1:48. Okay. Oh, this doesn't have the link back. This doesn't have the link back. So we haven't... We haven't triggered these events. So we need to go, was that 187? All right. Sierra, on my night, yes, it was oil painting cocktails and wandering the decks in a drunken stupor while armed. Not off. I know an anime character named Mirko Scanian, but I don't know another reference about which you speak. All right, who else is out there? There's 28 of you watching. Naziro, are you there? Who else might be hanging around? I'll call on people again, but I want to give a first time before we. I want to give a first time before we go to second times. Bane! What are we doing Friday night? We're cruising, we're boozing, we're not getting stabbed. Bane, I want you to choose 3 activities for us. 1 in the morning, 1 in the evening, or 1 in the afternoon, 1 at night. What bad things do you want to do? And GMV, I will also call on you for some cruiser activities. But Bane needs to tell us what we're doing AM, PM, and night on Friday. Why would you want to do that to me, Bane? All right. So cocktails in the afternoon or at night? Stroll decks when? And we can have cocktails in the afternoon and at night if you want. It doesn't have to mix it up. Or you can say, you know what? We're just going to rest in our room the whole day. That's up to you. We need something in the morning, though, Bane. We can't do 2 things at night. Yeah, that damn morning, I know. Yuck, gross. Who likes the morning? Ooh, we're getting better at oil painting. All right, let's, we're oil painting in the morning. Then we're going for afternoon cocktails. And then we're going to the nightclub, everyone, on Friday. Here we go. Let's see what happens on Friday. Maybe we're going to unlock that this time, Sierra. We're getting better. All right. Go to 126. If you've already been to 126, go to 590. If you chose cinema... Wait, what? Friday, we go to 192. 192 says go to 126. If you've already been to 126, go to 590 instead. Well, okay, so yeah, we've already been to 126 because that was Tuesday. So I guess we're going to 590. All right, that's weird. Pardon. 590. The purser tells you that skeet shooting from the fantail will soon begin. To get some shotgun practice, go to 189. If you ignore the suggestion, move on a day. Bane? Do you want some shotgun practice, Bane? We're gonna need some practice? All right. As you exhibit your prowess with a skeet gun, you hear a soft pop. Hearing a bullet whine past your ear, you wheel around. No gunman is in sight. The other shooters have not noticed the gunshot. Despite their stares, you abruptly leave the competition. We were shot at. Dun dun dun! All right, on Saturday, although GMV, what are we doing Saturday night? Or, well, not just Saturday night. What are we doing on Saturday? I need 3 activities. One in the AM, one in the PM, and one at night. Are we staying in our room the whole time because we're getting shot at? Do you want to go and take oil painting again in the morning? What do you want to do? Deck tennis, library, cocktails. We are very well pickled on this journey. All right, here we go. Saturday has been locked in. Let's find out what happens. On Saturday, go to 193. Go to 148. If you've already been to 148, 171 instead. Have we already been to 148? I think we've already been sent there. Unless there's a mistype somewhere and I'm missing something. Because we would have gone to 148 on Wednesday. So 193. We come back here. If you've already been to 148. Yeah, so we've been there. Why does this entry exist? I'm trying to think about a circumstance. Well, anyway, I guess we're going to 171 instead. All right, 171 says if you chose rest in room in the morning, if you chose oil painting in the afternoon, if you chose cocktails at night, and if you've seen all these numbers before. Shoot. Did we go to 167? All right, I'm going to make a note here. So we're on 171. Have we seen 167? That's just above. No, we haven't seen... Alright, so we haven't seen that. So I didn't... we haven't seen all of these before. So we do choose cocktails, which is 203. As you sit at the bar, an elderly man nods to you and quietly asks if he may join you. Alright, GMV, we're enjoying cocktails. There's an old man at the bar. Do we want the advice of the old man at the end of the bar, GMV? It just says an elderly man nods to you and quietly asks if he may join you. Sierra, yeah, we're the old man at the bar as well, so maybe it's more peer review than advice from our elders. We are 63. No, our investigator here is... Oh, no, 62, I'm sorry. Ernest Holt. So what's the call, GMV? It just says an elderly man wants to sit and talk with us at the bar. Well, and apparently we're armed, even while drinking cocktails on a rocking ship going across the Atlantic. Alright, if you say yes, go to 142. Martini, straight up, please. He turns to you. I couldn't help but notice, old friend, that some strange people seem to follow you. A word of advice. Stay off the deck, suspect everyone. Stay out of the library and other lonely spots. I've seen these assassin types in action, by God. You have never seen him before. He then talks about chess for a while, finishes his martini, and leaves. You never see him again. Move on a day and go to the ship's activity level. So, an old man tells us that we should stay off the deck, suspect everyone, and stay out of the library and other lonely spots. All right. It's now Sunday. Living Meme. I think we've gone through everyone who's at least spoken up in chat, but if there's someone who hasn't, please speak up. Living Meme, though, you're still new here. Let's come back to you. What are we doing on our second Sunday of our booze cruise? We've cycled back around. It's now October 11th. Hi, Blue Joy. Then let's do this. Living Meme, you might be choosing Blue Joy, since you haven't done this yet. So hold on, Living Meme. Blue Joy, I need you to choose 3 activities. I want an AM, a PM, and a night, please. What are we doing on this Sunday? AM, PM, and night. What are our 3 activities we're locking in? Well, in that case, that's probably just staying in the library the whole time. Yeah, he's not our real mom. All right, ship's tour. You want to rest in our room, what, AM and night, and take the ship's tour in the afternoon? Oh, no, wait, I'm sorry, you said bingo. Bingo, bingo, bingo. Bingo, ship's tour, and rest. Okay. Here we go. On the second Sunday, we go to page one, or not, we go to section 171. Not necessarily. Eating and sleeping is baked into this. You're just choosing 3 activities for the day that you'd like to do. Do you want to change your answers, knowing that we're automatically eating and we're automatically sleeping? Or do you want to keep it as it is, Blue Joy? Mahjong for the night? Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you, Coffee Cat.
Pimdig pimp and counting.
55 and counting. Coffee Cat with the presents coming in from Texas. Super Wonder Who? You bet. Welcome, Raiders. Oh, man, just the two-pistol bang-bang coming in here strong. Super Wonder Who, thank you also for the follow. That brings us closer and closer to our 5K markup here. Welcome, vampires from Texas, and we had Heartless Halo. You're coming in from Dungeons and or Dragons. Were either of those encountered? Although I suppose I should ask in Vampire also. Did you encounter Dungeons or Dragons in Vampire the Masquerade? Because you can. Though the dragon could be literal in a sense. But there's definitely a metaphorical reference to a dragon. And there's dungeons galore in VTM, I assure you all. Yeah, right. There you go. Coffee Cat knows. Coffee Cat knows. You encountered a Zamisi. There you go. So, Raiders, tell me how things went. And I'll tell you how things went also. Our first investigator died. And our second investigator is picking up the slack. We are on the cruise across the Atlantic to go to Egypt and pick up where Professor Grunewald left off. We have been stabbed by a ferret-looking short fellow. We've been shot at on the ship. And now we're about to find out if Blue Joy has killed us. Literally killed us. That was dramatic. Let's go to 171 and find out. If you chose rest in room, if you chose oil painting, if you chose cocktails at night, boy, the one night we don't have cocktails, right? All right, well, none of those things happened because it was bingo. Yeah, Heartless, it's been a ton of fun. Lurkin Loves, gotta get some noms. 112th session? my friend. That's awesome to have such an enduring campaign. That's awesome. You and your crew are always welcome here at the Hero Zone, and you're welcome to share the story. If you gotta lurk in love and go get something to eat, if someone from Heartless Halo's channel wanted to fill us in on what happened, please do. You are welcome to talk about your channel and what happened. I mean, I'm a button pusher, so if I do manage to kill us, then it's a win for me. So we didn't rest in our room or oil painting or cocktails at night. It was just a peaceful night of mahjong. So I guess the day passes. I guess the day passes without incident. So this is 193. Go to 148. If you've already been to 148, go to 171 instead. Stroll deck in the morning. Nope. Or at night. No. So we didn't do those, so I guess we're going to 193. $171. Did we just go in a circle? If you chose rest in room. Oh, so we didn't. I guess this is forcing us to 385 then. Hi, Tony. Good morning to you. All right, let's see what happens at 385. Because unless I'm grossly misreading this, I think we just went in a circle and we need to... This might spin us out. All right, here we go. Here's something, Blue Joy. You're invited by your dinner partners to play poker. Make a luck... So apparently our mahjong or something. Make a luck roll. If successful, we win some muns. If we fail, we break even. If you fumble, lose money. Move on a day. All right. Blue Joy. Exclamation point 1D100. Do we win? Maybe instead of poker, we're playing mahjong for money. 86. All right. Nope. I guess we break even. So luck wasn't on our side. However, Blue Joy, we were neither stabbed nor shot nor poisoned. As I don't know. Maybe they'd want to try and poison us. Yeah, break. I mean, we're already filthy rich, but okay. On the second Monday, you arrive in Athens. Well, we're not getting off in Athens. On the second Tuesday, if you stayed aboard, you arrive in Alexandria. So that last day, there's no odd happenings. And we're going to resume hourly record keeping at 1 p.m. So, 195. Alexandria Harbor and Rail Station. The docks and rail station are near one another, surrounded by a web of narrow streets filled with shops and cafes. If you've just arrived in Egypt, you can stay in Alexandria for a night and find an excellent room. For dockside eating places offering food and a variety of entertainments, go to 221. Otherwise, your hotel provides a simple meal and you spend an uneventful night. In the morning, go to any Alexandria location on the Egypt location table. Or you could catch a train to Cairo. The train leaves daily at 10 a.m., 1 p.m., and 6 p.m. and arrives an hour later. A ship for Athens? Well, we don't need to worry about that. Perhaps you've had enough and long to return to America? A ship for New York leaves every Thursday at noon and arrives in New York exactly 10 days after. A ship for Bremen leaves every Monday and Friday at 4 p.m. and it arrives in Bremerhaven exactly 144 hours later. All right, so we are in Alexandria, at least for a little bit here. On the Egypt location table. Oh, I see. Alexandria Harbor, Alexandria Outfitters. Well, that's it. Outfitters, and so we can go shopping, or we can go to the rail station. Yeah, alright. So, I guess we could just go back to the rail station. Let's see if there's some entertainment. Well, we're not back in Cairo. We're in Alexandria right now, Scanian. You said I could call you Tonka, right? Like the Tonka trucks? Am I remembering correctly? I keep messing up the nickname you told me I could call you. And if I mess it up again, please correct me. I will remember one day, I promise. This is to Tanaka-san. All right, Big Slam, be well. Tony, we are hopefully not getting murdered by cultists tonight. It already happened once. Hopefully it won't happen again. All right, Tonka works. Okay, good. Tonka, hi Tonka. Thank you for coming by, Tonka. And if I say Tonka one or two more times, that's the mental trick to get to know people's names. All right, you know what? We're in here for a little bit. It's 1 p.m. A meal can be obtained between 8 and 7. Do you want to talk with the locals? You can speak. If you can speak any Arabic at all, go to 219. If not, you learn nothing. We have a translation dictionary, so that might count for something. I don't know. Maybe we can try it. If you hear many stories about making money and about losing it. If you mention Cairo, they show no interest. Oh, there you go. So we pieced together a little bit while eating. All right, so 240 it is. I know, for listening, I don't think that would count. So let's go back to... Wait, what? No. Hold on, what's going on here? We're on 219. You hear many stories about making money and losing it. Yeah, so we could have our dictionary like Cairo. When you're ready to, okay, no, when you're ready to leave, go to 240. Okay, well, no, so I guess we're doing this. All right. Tonk. Type exclamation point 1D100. No spaces. Exclamation point 1D100. And we need a 30 or below for this to succeed. Oh, and now that we're in Alexandria, let's... Hi, Stella. D is in doggo, as in you're rolling a 100-sided die. Exclamation point 1D100. Yep, just like that, Tonk. You need the number 1 in there. It's alright, third time's the charm. Alright, you got it, Tonk? Can I get the die roll? There we go. 65. That is going to fail. We fail and go to 222. A narrow tunnel joins 2 streets. You welcome the coolness. Suddenly, you hear someone behind you say, "Kai, in the name of Aten!" The voice screams as a curved blade misses your neck by a fraction of an inch. You can choose to fight the man or try to evade him. All right. Do we stay and fight, which apparently is going to be a fight to the death? Or do we just want to try and get out of there? Shoot him! Another cult chump bringing a knife to a gunfight? These guys will never learn. All right. So we used to be in the Navy. We're not going to take any of this guff. Less QQ, more pew pew. Tony Karlstrom. Type exclamation point 1D100. This cultist assailant isn't trying to dodge. He's trying to kill us. So, we pull our .45 revolver, and 84 is going to miss. Hopefully that... Oh, jeez. That was the help signal, right? All right. Now our assailant gets to attack us. 1D100. 68 does, in fact, hit. And this is for 1d6 plus 1 damage. That is dealing us 4 points of damage. We're currently at 7. So we're still only lightly wounded. We're okay for now, but if we take a little bit more... Yeah, shoot again. Scanian, exclamation point 1D100. Actually, hang on a second. Would 68 hit? 68 might hit. 1 second. We are close. This person snuck up on us and is attacking at point blank. I think there's a bonus for that. 1 moment. point blank range. Oh, it's a bonus die. We might actually still get this. Tony Karlstrom. A bonus die works like advantage or disadvantage in D&D, except instead of a D20, you get a D10, and you can replace the tens die that you rolled for the percentile. So, let's do this. Tony, roll 1d10. 2. Point blank. Instead of a 68, it's a 28. Kapow. Now, the knife attack would still happen unless you can incapacitate our attacker. And that is going to mean, let's see, we incapacitate at 6 or more damage, and our 45 revolver deals 1d10 plus 2. Tony, you already rolled the 1d10 though. Let's do this. Scanian. Oh no, hang on. Turbo, you haven't rolled yet. What's our damage? Turbo Rock, exclamation point, 1d10. If you can get a 4 or greater, we can incapacitate our attacker in round 1. Nope, so that ain't gonna do it. So the first shot hits. It's a glancing blow. It only deals 3 points of damage. We take the knife attack. He's gonna keep chasing and stabbing. So we gotta try and bring him down. Stella. Exclamation point 1d100. $88. That's not going to do it. However, we get a bonus die because we're still in point blank with our 45. Boy, our retired Navy commander here needs to polish up on his close quarters gunfighting. Stella, exclamation point 1d10. What does the bonus die say? Yeah, it's all the booze. 9. Nope. We miss. The attacker gets to get another knife swipe in. The knife swipe will be successful. Oh, 6. Plus 1 is 7. We are at 0. Continue the combat until you incapacitate him, or until you die, and that will be the end. I would like a moment of silence for Ernest Holt. Died by an assassin's blade in Alexandria. I think I have a, is it that? No, not that. Is it this? I have a command for this. Hang on a second. Oh, lowercase letters. Yeah, now, all right. There is, I guess there's something that could be done, and I, as the presenter, didn't point it out. Instead of the Let's see, what did we have? So it could have been either an 88 or it could have been a 98. So we take the 88. This is after the fact and knowing that we would die. You could burn luck in order to have the shot succeed. Is the juice worth the squeeze to burn 38 luck to get the shot off? So that was my fault as the presenter where I didn't offer you chat as a reminder. You can burn luck. So, well, yeah. So what we'll do. All right. We get super lucky. So let's see. That would be 54. Oh, yikes. We are down to 24 luck. We'll use my damage roll, because I already rolled a d6. Boom. Maximum damage, and the assailant drops. However, Ernest is almost out of luck, which could get dangerous very quickly considering where we're going. If you were successful in combat, your attacker falls heavily to the floor. You spend the night unmolested in the hotel. In the morning, you can decide to head for Cairo. I mean, we're gonna have to... We did take damage. So perhaps by spending the night unmolested, we go to the hospital and get treated. All right. Let's have Tonk type exclamation point 1D100 again. And we need a 24 or better to hopefully heal extra hit points on our initial. All right, Coffee. Well, thank you for the raid. I hope things went well for the vampires in Texas. $48. No such luck. Not after spending it on that shot. Tony, or Tonk, 1D3, exclamation point, 1D3, please. You can't burn luck on a luck roll, Scanian. That would be a weird spiral. Hey, at least we got 3 back. So we're up to 10. And then we only need to stay there one more day in order to be back up to 11. Alright, so this is what happens. Apparently we have emotes. So we arrived on Tuesday at 1. So yeah, it was our final day. That was Athens. This is Alexandria. At 1 p.m. is when we arrive. We got into one little fight, and our mom got scared, and she said, "You're going to the hospital." So we went to the hospital on this day, cured up 3 hit points. We're in the hospital the next day. And that means it's now Thursday, October 15th. And we can go to Cairo. Train leaves daily at 10 and arrives an hour later. So we leave at 10. And we arrive in Cairo at 11 a.m. Yeah, got into one little fight, now our luck's impaired. What a big expenditure of resources. All right, so this is what we're gonna do, everyone. We're gonna go raid someone with that same energy. Someone who is is hopefully a better sniper than our assailants on the ship were. Someone who's better with a gun. Now, he was in the army, although our character was in the Navy. There shouldn't be too much friction. Let's go raid Batty, who also just recently started a D&D campaign. So you can talk to him about magic and D&D. He's currently trying to escape, not quite cultists, but he's playing Escape from Tarkov. So he's trying to escape from Tarkov and not cultists, though there might be cultists in Tarkov. We'll go say hi. He's certainly a friend of the channel. He's come in here before. And we will pick up in Cairo at 11 a.m. tomorrow night. I'll be back at 8 p.m. Eastern, okay? 8 p.m. Eastern. And we're going to get back in the adventure, and we're going to go, we're going to revisit the pyramid, okay? And we're going to explore the ancient pyramid and pick up where our departed linguistic professor died by being thrown into a corpse pit and having acid dumped on him. Yeah, you know how it works. That's how it happens. I'll see you over in Batty's channel, everyone, and I'll be on Discord. Take care. Bye.